What's up, everybody? Good morning. Hi, how are we? I'm so excited to be here today. We are talking about something juicy, and I know I say that all the time, but today really is juicy. I want to help you guys have a step-by-step method to replying to DMs from potential clients, okay? So when we get that DM that pops up that says, balayage, how much? I want you guys to know exactly how to handle it, because I know for a fact that you guys can get messages and get many messages some of these weeks and then not actually have them turn into clients. So our goal always is to take potential clients and get them booked, right? We want to turn our followers into booked appointments. We want to turn our lurkers who don't follow us and don't engage with our content into booked appointments. We want to make sure that everybody who wants to book with us can do that, like, simply and easily, while also making sure that they are the right fit for us and that they are people that we really want to actually be working with. Sammy says, I was literally just listening to your podcast. Hi! Well, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for, showing up for your business today. I'm super stoked that you got to catch me live here, so welcome. So I think this is a really exciting topic, especially because we can take things a little bit personally, okay? So I just want to say that some of what I'm going to share today might be a little bit tough love, but you are going to walk away with like very practical advice. So bear with me in the tough love part. If you don't agree with the tough love, dust it off your shoulders and be like, whatever, and then still do all the good, great things that I recommend, okay? But let's get into it. So today's training is for you if you feel like the people who reach out to you on Instagram are discount buyers, okay? I know that can happen a lot where it's like, I would love to get more clients from Instagram, but everyone who contacts me on Instagram, either they're ghosting me or they're just looking for a discount. They are not my dream client, okay? So today is gonna help a lot with that. Number 2, this is for you if you want to book clients that you know are the right fit. So I remember early in my career behind the chair, I would have so much anxiety when I saw a new client booked on my schedule, right? And talk about a motivation killer for marketing yourself when you see new clients on your schedule and you immediately have like a pit in your stomach. Like when we're in that headspace, of course, we're not going to be showing up and we're not going to be pushing hard to bring new people in because new people are scary. New people are unpredictable. We don't know what's going to happen. So this DM script that I'm going to give you, this DM like step-by-step thing is going to make sure that more of the people who book with you are not going to be scary, not going to be unpredictable, and it's going to be the right match, okay? I promise. So then lastly, this training is for you if you keep getting clients who only come to you one time and then never come again. So I know that this is a super common thing, again, just like I get the wrong people from Instagram, meaning they don't show up or whatever, or they're just looking for discounts, but it can also be those people who just want like a giant color correction and then to never come back again. And while those might be fine for like an influx of cash, obviously we can't build, like, we're not going to get fully booked that way with like one-off clients. So again, this is going to help you kind of filter through and make sure that you're bringing in the right people. An added benefit to what I'm going to teach you today, I know I'm hyping it up a lot, but I've just seen it work so well. It makes me so excited. So an added benefit to what I'm going to teach you today is that it is going to make you stand out from everyone else in your area, okay? So often we're like, how do I actually stand out? Like, how can people tell that I'm different? This is really going to help you guys. It is so refreshing to the client. And yes, it also repels people too. So it's going to work in many ways. Okay, so let's get into it. Just a tiny disclaimer though, before we dive in. I do just want to encourage you guys, like, I know that some of you are tired. Some of you are exhausted. Some of you are burnt out, and I totally hear that. But I do just want to encourage you to take a step back and always give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm in the Facebook groups. I know how frustrated some of you are with like communication in the DMs. And, you know, I see all the time that people are like, wow, no hello, no how are you, no like your work is beautiful, I want to be your client. Like, wow, I'm not even a human to them. And what I just want to say, what I just want to have you open your mind for is that you have to admit our world has been super automated. Okay, like in the past 2 years especially, so many businesses in DMs, in texts, in everything, it is all automated. People are using bots. People are using like AI to already have like canned responses. So I want you to just give people the benefit of the doubt that when they message you something like, balayage, how much? It's not like, there is a possibility, yes, they're being rude and they're being inconsiderate. That's a possibility. But an equal possibility, an equal likelihood is that they think you have an automated process, okay? They think they're going to be talking to a robot, an automated message is just going to get sent to them, etc. So I want you to just remain kind and open and see the good and give people the benefit of the doubt. You will see in the script I give you, this does not mean we're going to be a doormat. This does not mean we are just going to take anyone and everyone off the street, okay? But approaching things with the mindset of like, people are coming to me for the right reason, it is going to give you so much more satisfaction, because when we're reacting to people from a defensive standpoint, it doesn't feel good to us. That doesn't even feel good at the end of the day. And so this is going to help us stay level-headed CEOs in our business. Okay, so there's a reason though why a lot of these messages like balayage, how much, don't turn into actual appointments. And I know that that's where a lot of the frustration starts, is like, well, I've gotten a ton of these appointments before, they never end up, right? I'm like, okay, well, send me your hair, send me an inspo photo, let me see what you're going for. We start formulating. We put all of this like mental energy into this DM interaction only for the person to then ghost when we're like, yeah, it's going to be $300, right? So I want you to understand that we are going to stop doing that, okay? You putting out that mental energy is part of what is killing your sale. And when I say killing the sale, that's like marketing words for like sabotaging them booking an appointment. So I want you, instead of putting out this mental energy of doing this essentially virtual consultation with random people who message you, I want you to know exactly how to take back control of the conversation. So instead of reacting, I'm going to help you start leading in the DM. And I don't know, I think you're going to love it. So let's just get into it. So here are 5 ways. Started with 3, I changed it to 5. So here are 5 ways to set yourself apart in the industry. Stop talking to people who can't afford you. Make sure the people that come in are the right fit for you. Stop, it's just, let's do it. Okay, so number 1 is what I said in the beginning. So we are going to be warm and grateful. When we hear from people when they're reaching out to us, I don't care if we like what they said, if we feel like they're being whatever, we are going to be like, oh my God, it's so great to hear from you. Thank you so much for reaching out. Okay, so that's number 1, being warm and grateful. Not only does this work in just a very practical way, but if you are somebody who believes in woo and manifesting and everything like that, we get more of what we express positivity for. If we are getting mad at every single thing a new client does when they message us, we're gonna stop getting those new client messages. Okay, so anyway, warm and grateful. Oh my God, hi, I'm so happy to hear from you. Thank you so much for reaching out. Now, whatever they said, number 2, we are just going to say, is it cool if I ask you a couple questions to make sure that we're the right fit for each other first. Okay, so we're not necessarily ignoring what they said, but they don't get to have control. They don't get to have control. I'm not going to price quote you. I don't even know you from any random person on the internet. I don't even know if you live in my city, right? Like, no. So is it cool if I ask you a couple questions to make sure we're the right fit first? Now, let's talk about this one a little bit. Seems really simple, but you guys, this communicates two things. Number one, you're very serious about what you do. And not only is that going to show them oh, this person is different. She takes this really seriously. She really cares about this. But number two, it also shows them you are not just trying to grab any random stranger's wallet, right? That also communicates to them that I need, you're not vetting me as your potential hairstylist. I'm vetting you, right? It makes it a more evenly distributed power, where when someone's reaching out and saying balayage how much and we start jumping through hoops to quote them, they have all the power. They're in control. They're vetting us. They're hoping we say whatever. Where when we're doing this, they're understanding, oh, I need to be the right fit for her too. She need, and it puts you on a level playing field. So they're always going to say yes because now they're curious. Okay, so they're always going to say yes. So number three, so that was number two. We're going to ask them, is it cool if I ask you a couple questions first to make sure we're the right fit? By the way, you can program all of this into your automated responses, okay, because this is going to be a common thing that you're doing. Okay, so number three, I want you guys to put together 3 questions that you think are important for your potential client. I'm going to give you a bunch of examples so that you can see what I mean. And as I share these with you, I want you to understand that there is no wrong answer to these questions. So you're not looking for a pass or a fail, a yes or a no. You're really just trying to feel them out. So for example, one of the questions could be, okay, do you, is having healthy hair a priority to you? Are you currently using professional products, right? You might think it's as simple as no, I don't use professional products, and you're out, right? It's oh, they're a horrible fit for me. They'll never listen to me. But they might surprise you and say something I haven't, but I haven't found anything that works for me yet. I haven't, but I want to. I do, but I'm really looking for something new. There's a whole range of answers that could still mean that they're a good fit for you. This is just about getting to know them, right? So that's a potential question. Tell me a little bit about your current hair routine, right? So that will also show you how they take care of their hair. If they're I don't really do much with it, blah, blah, blah. Still, that doesn't mean they're a bad fit. It's just getting to know them. What kind of maintenance are you looking for? Monthly, every 2 months, or twice a year, right? This is going to be important because you are looking for clients who want to commit to taking care of their hair long term, right? You want clients that want to become, I'm trying to get in a relationship with you. I'm looking for something long term because as a hairstylist, I know my client is going to have amazing hair if I get to do it for 6 months to a year, right? Yeah, that each appointment is going to be great, but it's the cumulative effort with a hairstylist that really makes people's hair incredible. And so what maintenance are you looking for? Again, no right or wrong, depending on your specialty. That's what you're going to look for. And then another one could be, are you currently seeking out a stylist who you can reach your hair goals with long term? Okay, so how serious are you right now? Are you just looking to get in with anybody right now? Are you just looking for the cheapest thing? Or are you actually looking to get in with someone? Now, if you notice in these questions, none of them are, send me a picture of your hair right now. Send me your inspo picture. When was the last time you had your hair done, right? These are not supposed to be standard consultation questions. These are questions about intent, commitment, and desire, okay? And I would keep it to 3 questions. So just find ones that work best for you and go from there. So is everyone going to get through all of these questions? No, this is going to weed out some of the people that are just being impulsive and looking for a $10 balayage, right? The people who do get through the questions and who are taking the time to really talk to you, even if their answers aren't perfectly what you want, they're most likely going to be a great client because they're in. They're in for the conversation. They're in for building the relationship and understanding what's going on. So again, with these questions, what are you telling your potential client? You are telling them that this is a different relationship. This is going to be different. Like me and you, we're on this for the long term. I want to help you have healthy hair. I want to help you, reach your hair goals. Like this is very, very different communication, right? So then what do you do next? So number 4, you can kindly decline. Okay? So essentially we are going to decline in it's me, not you way. All right? And because we've asked some questions to really get to know their intent and their commitment and their desire, we can really have thoughtful responses to people versus just, we're not the right fit, which I think comes off very condescending, right? Or judgmental, where it's like, well, you don't even know me. Like, how do you know? So when we have these answers, now we can have a very kind decline of taking them on as a client. So for example, if they say, I don't really take care of my hair, I'm not interested in professional products, I'm really just looking for, to come in for like a one-time thing, you can say, oh my God, I totally understand that. Right now though, I'm only accepting clients who are serious about their hair health because I know that they're going to be really happy and we can take care of things like long-term and get them where they want to be. So we're not the right fit right now, but I'm so happy we connected and that you're a part of my little online community. I share tons of free tips here. Please reach out if anything changes. So here's another thing that happens when we go through this is you're teaching the client why they might not have hair that they like, right? So many times the stylists I coach, they will say, I'm only looking for people who want, to maintain their hair throughout the year, who are okay with coming in often and having a long-term commitment and reaching their hair goals. So I can't, so we're not the right fit right now. Those clients start to think, hey, maybe the reason I'm always unhappy with my hair is because I'm not committing and I'm not taking care of it and I'm not doing these things, right? Oh, maybe the reason I don't have healthy hair is because I'm not using professional products and I'm not really having a hair routine that, helps my hair become healthier. So you're also just doing them a favor in teaching that to them in such a kind and loving way. Let me know if anything changes, right? If you do decide those are a priority to you, hit me up and I'm right here and I'm ready, to take to meet you. So that's if it doesn't work. Number 5 is if you are getting a good vibe, you might even just get through the first 2 questions and be like, I love this girl, like we're in. Then you would just invite them in, right? So I still wouldn't say, okay, well, here's a quote for what you asked for. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I would say, oh my God, I think we're going to be a great fit. I would be honored to have you as my client. Really, I need to see your hair in real life before giving you, before we build like a plan together. So when can you come in? Like Tuesday or Wednesday? We'll build a plan and then we'll get you booked, right? And they're going to come in and you're going to do a consultation with them. No, you don't charge for it. That's what people always ask me. No, we don't charge for consultations. But they're just going to pop in. You're going to do your consultation, schedule their appointment. If you have time that day, cool. But yeah, so when you follow these 5 steps, you guys, you are guaranteed to get the right clients. Guaranteed. And it might sound, I feel, sorry, I got distracted by myself. It might sound like this is a lot more work than just saying, send me a picture of your hair right now and send me an inspiration photo. But once you've done this a few times, you're going to not only see patterns and realize that a lot of people have the same answers, but like I said, you can program these questions into your Instagram. And this is way less emotional labor than starting to formulate, starting to do all of that. Sammy says, where do you create the automated responses? Okay, awesome. So versus, I'm sorry if I said automated, you can save the responses. So here's what I mean. So in Instagram, you can do, it's called a saved reply, okay? And so, I mean, I know if you like Googled it and did saved reply or saved replies on Instagram, it can step by step walk you through. But I think even if you've sent a message before, so like if you go into a DM with someone and you hold the message down, it'll say, do you want to do this as a saved reply? You could say yes. And then, oh my God. And then you can add a code for it. So for example, I have my own version of these questions. If you guys have talked to me in the DMs, you've walked through this with me, so you've experienced kind of what this is on the other side. And so I'll just say, you know, in my message, I can type Q1 for question 1, and it will automatically put the question in the box, so I don't have to type it all out or copy and paste, and then I just hit send. So I really like that because, again, it's saving you time, and it's also helping you be really consistent in and with something that can feel very unpredictable, right? So that's where I would put them. I believe if you hit the 3 lines on your profile in the top right corner, you'll be able to find saved replies, and you can even do like a mass ad of them. So even if you have questions that you usually ask or things that you usually say, like, I don't even know, or links that, you know, here's my booking link, you can save your booking link in there, and then you just have to type like link or whatever other like short code you want to make it, so then it will send it. So yeah, so that's how you do that. And I think that it helps a lot. But having these questions, it's really going to help us like connect with people on a less shallow and transactional level, which I think is really important. Again, so much is automated now in 2024. So much is just robotic and, again, transactional. I want you guys, and I know this is what you want too. There's a lot of hairstylists, and yes, once you're really booked and you're really busy and you're only working a few days a week and whatever, you might be ready to let some of that go. But for many of you who are building, and it's like, we want the connection. Many of us got into the industry for the connection, right? We love making women feel beautiful. We love having that long-term relationship that nails their hair. Like, nothing is better than having that client who came to you kind of like a mess with their hair, not liking it, and then now they've had like the envy of their friend group hair for so long because they come to you. Like, that's what we're all looking for. And we're taking it back into, yes, taking control, evening out the power dynamic, but we're also just bringing the heart back into it, right? And we are kindly and compassionately showing up for our potential clients that even aren't a good fit, and treating them with respect and compassion and without judgment, while also holding our boundary. And I think that's a really beautiful balance. So I hope that all of you will give this a try in the coming weeks and maybe just start implementing it from here on out. I would love to know more of your thoughts on this, and if you try it, like how it feels and how it goes, and if you're nervous or if it, you know, I'd love to hear more. My goal always is to just help you guys have those practical tips that you can be implementing in your business that make your life easier, but also are in alignment with your values and are in alignment with the kind of business that you're going to feel proud of having. So thank you all so much for showing up. As always, if you have room for 4+ new clients a week, I will give you my personal script to this, to how to handle the DMs with so many other things inside of Luxury Client Method. So DM me the word clients. I'll see if it's the right fit for you and we can go from there. But have a beautiful rest of your day and I will see you all next week. Bye guys.